G'day and welcome to game 2 between NemigaGaming and BetBoomTeam in this lower bracket elimination quarterfinal.
10 seconds.
And game 1 has already gone to BetBoomTeam. Game 2
5 seconds.
is now hanging in the balance with this current draft. Game 1 was an absolute roller coaster up and down. Very, very entertaining game in which both teams pulled out some pretty clutch plays, but BetBoom eventually got there in the end with all buybacks down on pretty much everyone in the game. For this second draft, initial bans, Dawnbreaker and Death Prophet, and Timber and Batrider for BetBoomTeam. Once again, taking out Timber, and that allows you to pretty much pick any strength heroes you like. And Batrider being removed as that strong single target burst hero. It can be very effective in getting some vision advantage as well in the team fights and in the jumps. Picks are going to be Undying and Quap for BetBoom, and the Chen and the Lena for Nemiga. So Chen, we discovered yesterday, was still quite strong in the meta, despite not being picked up or banned as much as he had been in the past. He hasn't lost his ability to heal. And they really don't want to deal with DP. Now, DP tends to be very, very scary for a lot of these teams, and I get that it can get a little bit out of control, but I don't personally see the fear factor of a first phase ban from a DP. Similarly, so I don't see the fear factor of a first phase ban for an Undying. Undying, I know, is doing pretty well in pubs at the moment, but just seems to be handled in all of the pro games I've watched so far. The Undying just doesn't seem to really do much. Sort of play around the tombstone a little bit, and it just stops any possibility of it having a large effect on the team fights. Pop though, lots of burst damage to get in that second pick. The Lena and Chen is an interesting combo because Lena wants to sort of stand up on the high ground. It's good. And when that push comes, Lena can slap away at the tower, have the Chen sitting behind, and heal them up and keep them living past the initial initiation. The next round of bans, Mars, Faceless Void for Nemiga, picking their third. Now, Morphling and Enigma being taken up by BetBoomTeam. Interesting they do take out the Morphling BetBoomTeam even after winning against it that previous game, deciding that it was a very good pick for Nemiga and they don't want to have to deal with that hero once again. Visage taken out by Nemiga as well. Of course, we saw Dahak play Visage 3 games in a row yesterday against Na'Vi, winning one of those games and losing 2 of them, hence they're being in the lower bracket right now. So they do understand that Dahak on the Visage is pretty scary, particularly around a bit of a timing draft involving Undying. You want to push that advantage early. So they will get rid of that Visage as well as the Faceless Void. They're taking away some comfort picks. Mars obviously picked the last game for BetBoomTeam as well, forcing BetBoom to make some new picks here. They're banning the Terrorblade and immediately going for the Primal Beast. Now, since we already see the Queen of Pain, we can assume that the Queen of Pain is going to be the Pos 2. And since we see an Undying, although Undying has been run as 5 as well, Primal Beast, I would love to see this be run as a 4 and leave the 3 slot open. I mean, look at this draft. If you run this as a 4, you have an Undying 5, Primal Beast 4. Very hard to kill both of these heroes in the concept of a larger team fight. Both very tanky, lots of strength. Quap's going to be blinking around, hard to take down himself. When you've picked a Chen and you're going to try and be bursting some of these big strength heroes, you know, Chen's not going to be offering a lot of damage in a lot of these situations. And you're going to have to rely on the other heroes in Nemiga's draft to get the job done. So Nemiga possibly looking for their Pos 4 and 3 in these next 2 picks. Then we'll grab the Skywrath Mage. Now, if you're picking a Skywrath, you really need something to combo well with that. So You know, I want to see maybe a Clockwork or Legion. Something to hold targets in place. A DK with a nice, strong, long stun. And there it is. The DK and the Skywrath. A very good combination together. You can pretty much insta delete anyone, really. Alchemist. It's an Alch game. Here we go. Here we go. The Alchemist most likely going to be played here by Dahak on the safe lane, Quap middle. And we're just left to see whether this Primal Beast is indeed a 3 or whether they want to leave that to the 4 position and pick another hero or noticed here. Primal Beast certainly does feel like a noticed hero, but we're yet to see what will come out. Nemiga banning the Viper, so they're thinking that actually this could be a 4 Primal Beast. We don't want to get Vipered when we have a DK, just removing that Dragon Blood, not making it completely useless. So just being a safe ban here. I wonder if they go back and ban a 4 position here and just hedge their bets with what is the last pick going to be from BetBoom. BetBoom themselves pretty confident though that Nemiga are looking for a POS 1. Ban the Ursa. Terrorblade already been taken to the pool with the Morphling. Faceless taken as well. Think about the heroes that BetBoom have. We want something that can fight reasonably early with a decent timing and flash farm to try and match up against this Alchemist. And can also fight and push early with the Chen to get some value out of this early Chen control. You know, Luna is the one that's standing out to me for NemigaGaming at the moment.
It is Dire's Radiant must choose.
Slark's taken out. Depends on how they want to play their draft here, Nemiga. If they want to have a bit of an early push and try and group up around this Chen and Luna with the damage of Lina backing them up, then potentially Luna is the go. However, if they want to take this a little later and have some bit more insurance late game, I mean, PA has been quite popular, although I don't think PA is going to be good in this draft. Not with against a Primal Beast and a Quap, and an Alchemist who's going to be coming online very quickly. Yeah, Lifestealer. So I think Lifestealer a much safer pick against this draft, particularly that you've got 3 strength heroes so far. So Lifestealer getting that feast bonus damage, and of course the lifesteal.
10 seconds.
I mean, I want BetBoom to go all in on this draft with these strength heroes and just grab another tanky 3 or 4 here. I mean, Marcy is still in the pool. Yeah, Marcy is still in the pool. Maybe you go Marcy 4, Primal Beast 3. That's a scary lane. It's Razor. So it is going to be a 4 Primal Beast. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So it's a 3 Razor being played by Noticed, 1 Alchemist, 4 Primal Beast, a mid Queen of Pain, and a 5 Undying. On the side of Nemiga, Kiritish will take that lifesteal to the safe lane. Vazia off lane, DK. Malorine will have the Lina mid. And then Hellscream and Sobad will split supports. So predictions thinking about for this draft. Razor is quite a strong counter to the Lifestealer. Get the static link off and really hurt the damage output that he potentially has. I really like this 4 Primal Beast. Very survivable lineup on the side of BetBoom. I think I have to go to BetBoom. I think BetBoom are going to clinch this and potentially knock Nemiga out of the running for TI11. Hate to say it, but it certainly looks like it's going to end up that way from the drafts.
I love Dota so much.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Time for preparation is short. Use
With the most kills, BetBoom. No number of deaths by 10 minutes. Smoke's coming out from both teams at the moment while we do a little bit of predictions. So we are going to have a bit of a 5-on-5 action here at level 1. Smoke's come in. Roger, he will jump in, grab the stun over on Akira Tish. He probably doesn't want to get the rage level 1, but isn't forced to in the end. Seneko is trying to bait it out. They're actually going to get him to go back in. Seneko walk forward a little too far. Gets the 3-man decay. Can they actually turn around onto Vazia? They have the link onto Malorine, and a little bit of essentially miscommunication there from BetBoom. Seneko just going in with that Undying. Wanted to create a bait, but wasn't maybe all together. Stun coming out over onto Lina. They come in with the onslaught. Lal following up with the right clicks, the body blocks, and Dark will get a kill. Notice will go down as well. It's 3 kills before the horn. Bounty runes. There could be more. There's another stun. It's being charged up. Will hit him, getting a lot of damage over to Kiritish. Is there another onslaught? Not quite the mana just yet. He's going to chase him around. Dahak, he wants to get to that top lane. Contest all around the map. These two teams, they were not messing around before the horn in this game. So, for the mid lane will be Lal playing the Quap for BetBoom up against Malorine playing the Lina. In the top lane, Seneko on the 5 Undying will be supporting Dahak on the Alchemist. They'll be playing against Hellscream on the Skyreth Mage and Vazia on this DK. For the safe lane of Nemiga, free survivable lane here, Kritish on the 1 lifesteal being supported by Sobad on the Chen. And rounding it out, BetBoom. BetBoom's noticed playing the Razor. And Roger on the 4 Primal Beast. So mid lane probably should go fairly evenly, both fairly strong laners. I would expect that Lina has a bit of an advantage against the Quap, just with that large attack range, can really bully the Quap with the stacks of the Fiery Soul. Top lane here, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of damage coming out from this DK. It's going to be mostly the Dragon Blood levels. Hellscream has potential to do damage, but maybe not enough without Vazda leveling up high points in Breathe Fire. The Hack will be probably just looking to farm on this bottom lane as well, get off to a decent start. Decays will just keep delaying any aggression from Nemiga. So bad bottom lane with the Penitence will get to clicking over onto Roger. He'll block out this small camp. Tick, tock, blocking that camp out. Notice will actually get a good link. He will back off. I thought maybe he would have continued there, but bonus 23 damage will be more than enough to last hit over the lifestealer, and doesn't need to tank the creep wave, but will be enough to certainly control the current farm. Oh, look what it is. We got the Purge creep. Will create a lot of slow. They might actually be able to have a bit of a go on Noticed if he sort of gets a little bit low and out of position. Top lane Seneko is still just trying to fight up against these two heroes of Nemiga, and he will. Stun will come out. A little bit extra damage over onto DK. Bottom lane actually goes down on Chen. They have the damage. Noticed with the extra plasma field, Rage will come out, so the damage won't come through. From the mid lane, 18 last hits to the 14 on the co-op. As I said, you'd expect the Lina to probably get the lead in this middle lane. Top Seneko is quite low. Just relying on that the Mango Decay to keep himself a little bit healthy, but With the points in Arcane Bolt and Concussive Shot, if there's a point in Breathe Fire picked up next, it could be pretty hard. Bottom lane, they're going over onto So Bad again. This time the trample won't be enough, and I think Roger's getting it turned around on Kiritish. He's slapping him down with the Ghoul Frenzy and the Feast. Notice we'll get a good link. 72 damage, so he'll be safe on this bottom lane for the time being, but the Primal Beast will go down. Rune spawning, Water Rune being bottled up for Maline.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
Larry just keeping himself nice and topped up on the mana top lane for Hellscream. Arcane Bolt, of course, costing a lot of mana along with the Concussive Shot. Burn through that mana pool quite quickly on the Skyreth Mage. Stun. Will be charged up by Dahak. Is there a tombstone? There's a level in Soul Rip though. Did he hit the DK there? Efficiency, dropping the bracer and the gloves of haste actually to make sure he gets more out of that salve. Gloves of haste, of course, providing no strength stats at all. Flag bearer creep, very important to secure on the lanes now. So Razor should be doing quite well, and he's up 24 last hits to the 18 of lifesteal. So lifesteal not having a terrible lane, very similar to the DK in fact in 19. So Seneko, damage from the Arcane Bolt does come out. He soul rips himself. Dark will throw the stun again. Hellscream, he's on the hunt. He's got 13 wands. Didn't quite have the Concussive Shot ready, but will stop the pull from occurring. Roger, once again, hitting the D-Wood, but it's the D-Wood wars here. So bad. Pops down his own sentry as well to make sure that there was no chance of that camp being blocked. Roger just trying to farm up a little bit over in the jungle here. He will do it, and just pretty much ignores So Bad the entire time. Says, I'm farming here. You can try and hit me, but I'm a big primal beast. Survivable is the name of the game in these heroes that we're going to be seeing. Once a few levels come out, it's going to be very hard for some of these heroes to die. TP coming in mid. They're going to try and get Malorine. They start with the onslaught. Seneko throws down the decay, but the immediate blink back from Lal, perhaps seeing the Hellscream rolling through with a haste rune. Kiritish looking for the Hand of Midas. He's certainly a Hand of Midas enjoyer. Kiritish really does enjoy getting that Hand of Midas, maximizing the farm on the map for himself. Notice instead heading in for that Falcon Blade, a little bit more efficiency with the item that he will be purchasing. Allow him to farm a little bit more on the map. Probably time to switch over to our net worth, see how heroes are progressing. Mid lane, Lina is dominating over the Quap, about 600 more gold. The Dragon Slave just forces in the wave and starts hitting Lyle back here, really giving him a few slaps to think about it, and pressuring the tower as well. Bottom lane, they're going in, over onto So Bad with the trample and the onslaught. Notice, has the link as well. Only gets it off for a few seconds because he died. Yeah, hit down the creeps, the smarter call there, instead of trying to hit Kiritish, who wouldn't have dealt much damage to him at all. Notice needs to be careful with the 3 points in Ghoul Frenzy, 55 bonus attack speed, plus the 20% movement slow. Gotta be careful not to be pulled, chased down. No levels yet in Storm Surge, so not that value point to provide a little bit of extra movement speed for the chase and the escape. Hellscream will be pinging out that there is a ward up on this high ground after the tower hit him behind the tree line. The woods really all across the river. Test in the rune. Trample coming out onto Malorine. LSA will follow up and actually get the kill over the Primal Beast. Tombstones here as well. Dropping down. Zombies are starting to work up. Get another Scream of Pain off, but it's not quite enough. Snake will get the kill over onto Skyreth Mage. But the prize of that fight, Malorine, on this Lina, top net worth for his team, will make it away. The Huck the Grievel's Greed level 1 and the level 3 now. Acid Spray has found itself now at the top of the net worth chart. Eventually as an alchemist, where you want to be. LSA does come out onto Roger. Stopping that trample damage coming through. He's in the trees. Oh, and quite a sneaky little TP it was. So bad is showing himself though. Is there an onslaught available? 4 seconds. Ice armor. Makes him deceptively tanky. I think with that ice armor they may not decide to go in. Yeah, they're actually just going to blink away and leave it at that. Over in the dire jungle. Snako just stopping any aggression coming out over under the hack. Trying to get these stacks farmed up. Level 1 in Grievel's Greed still. So just getting a slight bonus. Nothing too profitable just yet. Of course, getting that acid spray allows you to farm those stacks quite quickly anyway. Onslaught coming through. Will actually miss with the trample. Deal a little bit of damage. LSA will miss as well. And Roger will escape back across the river. Snako could be under a little bit of pressure in the top lane. Really out of mana. Use raindrop charges. Are low. He dropped the tombstone in the back, but he's just leaving it up. He will back away and give it up. Invis rune. It's cured there for Malorine. And this mid-tier 1 tower, it's being flipped up with Chen here. I don't think there's any way they can actually defend this. Catapult wave coming in with the flag bearer. Can Lyle somehow burst this wave? Keep the tier 1 alive. I'm not sure he wants to expend a sonic wave on it, but otherwise it looks like this tower will be falling. They might try and make a bit of a rotation and punish them for it. Roger's in the vicinity. Vision will be taken down. Glyph comes out. Malorine will just hit it from a range, and yeah, there's no way they're contesting that. The catapult though does yoink that last hit on the tower, so no bonus gold. No bonus gold for Malorine. Invis rune popped. He's gonna try to find this alchemist. Movement's coming across. They know where the alch is. Does alch know where Lena is? Actually, the reveal will come out with this dragon slave. Maybe he might have walked up there and tried to weasel his way through, but there are sentries on the ground, so he would have been spotted out pretty quickly. Like, you look at the sentries on the ground currently for the side of BetBoom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Currently got 6 sentries down, BetBoom. They really, really want vision control right now. They are not allowing any vision to be inside this dire jungle. They want their alchemist to get as much farm uncontested as possible. Heavily investing in the sentries. They haven't dewatered this high ground though, which is where the 1 ward of Nemiga is currently sitting. Hellscream and Vazda with the blink, Mystic Flare, they want to go hunting. Who can they find? Probably the Undying will be a kill. Quap as well. They're a level in silence here, 2 levels in silence. I think the Primal Beast at this stage may still be a kill as well with such early blink and level 6. Lyle, he does get the stun. Out comes the Mystic Flare with the silence on top. Arcane will be enough. Notice, in with the link, over onto the DK. He's chasing him hard. Concoction does catch DK on the way out, and Noticed will be charging forward, getting off the plasma field is so bad. The uproar, so bad down, even a little bit more. The lightning storm can't catch up to this Chen. There's no boots Chen, just hobbles his way away, and will live to see another day. Roger with the level 6 has the pulverize. Oh, Chen, you might not survive this time. Trample comes through. It's a lot of damage, even from a pos 4 position. This is why I'm advocating for the pos 4 Primal Beast. I think it's a lot better than pos 3. You don't need the farm. Just going in with an onslaught and a trample and a pulverize. It's so much. Roger just yoinking a little bit of XP here while he can. I'll get level 7 things. Can I please have level 7? Thank you for farming these creeps for me. So close. Waiting for the big creep to die. There's his level 7. It's enough. He's happy with a little bit of stolen XP. Get to that level 7 and he'll head back Midas is available on Kiritich. Trying to find a creep to use it on. I don't think there's any creeps. You have to go all the way to the lane to find a creep to use this Midas on. There, we'll grab a range creep and get that Midas on cooldown. Armlet looks like it will be ready in a moment for the Lifestealer. Two-man rotation, they get the link and the Lightning Storm. Minus armor is coming out. Rage popped. Does give that bonus movement speed. Chen with the heal, the mech, and inside the Chen he goes. But there is a large amount of BetBoom team heroes here, and he will go down. Notice getting the double kill. It's the whole squad. Malrine, what are you doing here? Oh, he TP'd in, and the tips are coming out thick and fast. I want to make a fast rotation top. Don't let this creep wave be pushed in. There's a flag bearer creep here. You absolutely want that one. That double gold. A mini little Midas. Level 3 Tombstone. Not quite maxing it out just yet. Two-man smoke though. Once again, it's the hit squad between DK and Hellscream. Who are they going to find? Hopefully someone they can kill. They'll drop down a wood, see nobody. This is the plan with these two heroes. When you pick them, you have to try and find kills. If you don't find kills, doesn't really pay off, because this Skywrath Mage, very weak hero, needs to have good setup to enable this Mystic Flare. If he gets gone on, he's pretty low HP and low armor, only the 1 armor, so does not survive for very long. Roger's going to show. Blink is held. Actually going to go on to Vazda with the onslaught. Seneko pops the tombstone on the high ground. Will he just TP out? Yes, he will. And so will Hellscream. I mean, I guess the counters to no stuns is just TP out. Notice still sitting on this bottom lane, has the Falcon Blade working towards the BKB, and then immediately it looks like it's going to be into the Refresher. It wants to have that double Eye of the Storm as soon as possible. Dahak, top on the gold leading charts by about 3k, 3-4k at this point. He's got a radius, so that farm is just going to increase faster and faster. BKB is going to come out very quick order. And with that BKB on the Alchemist, I suppose that BetBoom are going to look to close in on this map. Is this a Radiance Illusion? Yeah. Is indeed a Radiance Illusion. Just hanging out in the top lane in case Lal needed a little bit of assistance with a few mischances. Oh, top lane. Lyle's up in the tree line. He probably suspects there's quite a few of the members of Nemiga hanging out in the jungle. Does he wish to maybe cut a wave? It would be risky with the level 4 silence on Hellscream. That level 4 silence does last for 6 seconds. Lyle has a casual cloak, just knowing how much burst is coming out this game from this DK Hellscream combination. Actually look to fight it. Here comes the Alchemist with the charged up stun. Hellscream, it's going to come out. Acid Spray is slightly on top. Mech to heal, but not enough damage. Lyle blinks through. Silence comes out, unable to get off the Sonic Wave just yet. Dahak channeling another stun, but he's probably going to go down. He actually gets the BKB off, and he lives on no HP. The Tombstone's down the middle of the fight. In comes the onslaught with the trample over onto Sobad. Malloran gets taken down by Noticed with the Lightning Storm. And Alchemist was able to live on slivers of HP. Of course, he's back up to full now with the assistance of that Chemical Rage. And Dahak just baiting him in perfectly, and they're unable to get the kill. Midas on Vazda as well. The double Midas is from Nemiga, so they are looking to take this late. The issue with that thinking is Alchemist hits quite an early timing, and yeah, if you make it to late game against an Alchemist, sure. You know, Alchemist doesn't scale infinitely. He does sort of hit a bit of a peak. But you have to make it past that peak to make use of a Midas. Bazda. And have a secondary stun. And the Mystic Flare. Will it be enough? The seals come out from Snako, but it's not enough. Is there a TP? There is. He will use it. No way for it to be cancelled. And when you've got 1, 2, 3 heroes with no stuns. 3 heroes with no stuns. TP has been issued. The Aegis has been claimed on the bottom lane. Alchemist Laguna with the LSA on the respawn. BKB will be popped, but the physical damage is coming through from Kiritish with the armlet, and he will die. Both lives being taken. And yeah, the counter tips are coming out. So even though he's top net worth, that BKB isn't going to be enough to help him. I think he needs a little bit of armor, particularly when the Lina and the Lifestealer are both chunking into him. Maybe an AC. Although Quap or Razor will probably grab the AC themselves. Maybe Shivas. Although it looks Razor actually might be going for the Shivas. So perhaps AC on the Alchemist. He needs some armor desperately to try and survive some of these hits. It's just too much right click. You cannot underestimate the right click of this Lina. That's over 200 damage, and it's coming at a rate of knots. Out to the DK. 130 odd damage, and it's quite slow. Somewhat snail's pace that damage comes out at. 4-man smoke from BetBoom though. Where are they looking to move? Across the river. Roger leading the way. He has a blink dagger. He's going to try and jump on. Invis Rune might actually scout out this smoke. If they can get the Chen before he gets any heals off, it could be a decent target. Just waiting. They're baiting Noticed on this tower. Not really knowing where the team of Nemiga are positioned. They're just going to let this tier 1 fall. So Bad has dropped all the way back and is trying to get out a little bit where the team is hiding. That looks like it's going to be that. They're just going to leave this tower to go down to the creeps. They actually will get denied, but he's swinging back in. A secondary smoke. They don't have Alchemist right now. No Boots of Travel or TP to make it back this way. Smoke on smoke. Infest Bomb is ready. In comes the blink. They missed the Mystic Flare. Combo is down. Noticed. Has the link going off over on to this DK. So Vazda's not going to be dealing any damage. Stun's going to come out. And looks like side of Nemiga are trying to scamper for the hills. So Bad will get caught by the Pulverize and brought down by the team of BetBoom. As the DK or the Lifestealer, you really can't fight back through this static link until you get some overwhelming sources of damage. It's just not possible. It's dealing 22 damage per second. He didn't get the bonus steal actually, which I find a little bit interesting, being such a good steal game against the DK and a Lifestealer. Now Lifestealer, once he gets more damage, it is possible, actually queued up a rapier. Once he gets more damage, it is possible for him to out damage that link. Okay, it can happen. However, it won't happen for a long time, and by that time you don't know what other items the Razor's gonna have for himself. Haste, bottled up, and it's a 5-man smoke. Roger once again leading the way. Roger looking for the pickup on the high ground. He might actually break his own smoke here. He will grab with the Pulverize. DK has been found. Follow up with the damage and the stun from Dahak. Blink on through and they'll find it. But further up, Noticed has found So Bad. There's no way he's getting out of this. Too much damage. And once again, Nemiga are sent running. Rage TP out just to be sure. Aegis. Not yet available. May respawn the Roche in 3 minutes. So That initial Aegis was used quite quickly, expended on the Alchemist. Didn't get any real value out of that on the side of BetBoom. Currently only with a 3k net worth lead, 23 minutes in, you're starting to feel a little bit lackluster about this Alchemist. Roger, he's setting up, he puts down the wards. They see that he's alone, blink in with the Pulverize. There'll be a stun follow-up from the Alchemist. There'll be a BKB potentially available. There's no way they don't give him a chance. Lol, pops out the Sonic Wave level 2 just to make sure there is zero opportunity of him getting out of that. Kiritich, it's up a DD. It's a scary looking life stealer with a DD. However, is it just Rapier next? Is it just Rapier next item? Surely not. Surely it's a Skadi. Skadi is a nice item for the lifestealer once he has the AC. Really does amp up the damage, enables him to stick onto a target. Actually, they're going in with the onslaught. BKB popped over on the notice. The link is going off in the Sobad, so the damage he will have quite a lot. The bonus damage is 112 at the moment. They're trying to get through this. Kiritich will jump inside Vazda. Oh, the Alchemist actually goes down. Tombstone will be dropped on top of the middle of the fight. Big Laguna Blade comes out the uphill. Hits do miss for a moment, but Mallory will get the finish. Lyle still fighting. Tombstone's on the deck. They're starting to build up. BKB will be popped. Lyle blinks over, grabs the Skyearth Mage. BKB will expire soon. I actually think he can fight this. In comes Chen to turn around. It's those crits. The crits are doing a lot. Silence. Oh no, Lyle, you went a little too deep. Does he get the kill? Oh, yeah, stay in the heal. He will be fine. The Shadow Strike won't be enough. So the team of Nemiga giving credit over to Malorine. Few timely crits. Now it's a full Daedalus. No mucking around here. Will immediately buy that. And is going to be dealing a lot of damage. Anyone that he's able to lock onto. I mean, Kiritich is the pos 1 in this game, but it might be Lena that's the true damage dealer. Maybe he's just here to soak up the attention of the rest of the team of BetBoom. Yeah, focus on Kiritich. Put all your initiation on him. Meanwhile, Malorine on this buzzsawing Lena can just go to work.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Notice just once again pops that ultimate to farm a little faster. One of those ults you want to keep pretty much on off cooldown. Shard is now on Roger, so he has the rock throw. A little bit of extra stun and utility. 1.75 second stun duration, plus the fragments impact behind. Hellscream still looking to get a 4-staff. So bad. Getting close to the Wraith Pact. About 1,200, 1,100, 1,100 gold away from that Wraith Pact. Malorine, with that finished up Daedalus, will immediately commit for the Dragonlance as well. This guy is huge. It's absolutely huge. Level 20, has the Fiery Soul per stack. He can pretty much melt anyone on the side of BetBoom if given a couple of seconds. A couple seconds of unhindered hitting with these max Fiery Soul stacks, and he will kill anyone on the side of BetBoom. AC now is complete on Alchemist. Noticed not quite having the Shiva's Guard. Looks like you've just get the value plate mail for the time being. Very good armor items this game, particularly against 2 big right clears, but we'll go for the refresher faster. Smoke coming out. It's the Infest Bomb in the DK. Skywrath pretty close behind, ready to follow up with that Mystic Flare. Didn't quite get as far as they wanted. They're just gonna hang out under this wood, I think. Hang out under the wood. Malorine will show and just keep farming up. So now it's a smoke from the side of BetBoom. Now that the first smoke's expired, Vision goes up, blink in, but he immediately destroyed. BKB's popped from both sides. Dark's got to run away. Vazda trying to stand firm in the middle of the fight as well. Big static link over onto the Lena. But it's a 3-man LSA in the middle of the fight, and the Daedalus is doing too much to Hax, trying to stand his ground, but he can't against this Lena. Oh, Daedalus Lena with the BKB popped. Roshan says, come on into my abode. I'm here, ready and waiting. And Nemiga will take the spoils, the Aegis and the Shard. Shard actually already available. Yeah, it'll be the Shard. He's going to grab the Shard. Does he want? Oh, it's the Fiery Soul. Deal 15 more damage per each Fiery Soul charge? That's just more physical. It's like, what? That's another... Another... 7 times 15. 70. It's like, what, 105 damage? Another 105 damage? So now Aegis on the Lena. They know who the real carry is here. Lena with the Aegis. Kiritich, he's but a sideshow right now. He's got an AC. That AC is purely just to buff up this Lena. Lena's going to be going in the Satanic. They got a 5k net worth lead now. Look at the graphs. You can see there's been a huge swing to the side of Nemiga. Their draft, this Lena, is really coming to fruition. I think this Lena needs to be banned out more and more. It's just too strong. You get to this point with the Daedalus and BKB, and what can you do? BetBoom, it's their turn this time to... Looks like they're just going to let Arax fall. Look at the damage coming out from long range. Did he end up eating the Shard or he didn't? He didn't actually eat the Shard. Stun, we'll just slow him down. Decay, trying to remove a little bit of that strength. Stun does come out with the concoction. Acid sprays on top. Will be force staffed away by his... It's like by his... I mean by his Chen. No? Oh, by himself. He has of course, the finished up Hurricane Pike. I was losing my mind there for a second. Infest Bomb, ready to go again. Bazda plus Hellscream. Very lethal combination. The smoke goes. You don't have Lena involved in this one, so be a little bit careful with where you go. Your Lena is your carry. Midases are now paying off for Nemiga. They made it past the power spike of this Alchemist. Never really got enough done with the early farm of this Alch, and now they're on the hunt. Anyone who shows here will be instantly picked off, and BetBoom know it. They are hanging up on their high ground. Are they just going to blink blind up?
Illusion.
Maybe. They're just hanging further enough back for the smoke not to pop. Very, very good knowledge of the smoke pop distance there from Bazda. Bazia, sorry. Oh, crap. With the stun. Immediately silenced though. And remember, he's got an Aegis. In comes the Infest Bomb. LSA will finish off. The Tombstone is going to quickly fall as well. Immediate buyback from the Undying. All the heal comes out. Roger, he jumped in the middle of the fight, but he'll be no more as well. Taneko, you got to run. You did buy back. Stun comes out from Dahak. But Malorine is just destroying the racks. He's staying on the high ground. There's no one can challenge this Lena. Decay's trying to slowly build up. Lift will come out. Concoction being charged. Once again, will immediately be thrown over onto Vazia. Kiritich, he probably wants to get up there and try and hit some buildings himself. He says, let me have a piece of the pie. I don't think so. Here comes with the stun. Alchemist, LSA follows up on top. It does look like he's not going to get bursted down at the time being. Out comes the Link over onto the Lena, trying to steal away some of that damage. But the Aegis is still standing firm, and he's pretty much on full HP. I think they're just going to go for the next laner axe. With the ice armor and the auras around Malorine, the only thing slowing him down at the moment is the mana. He's lacking a little bit of mana. No, just trying to clear out the creep wave with the plasma field. Kiritich going in with the rage. AC doing the work. BKB from Dak is trying to commit in. Disarm over on Alina with the static link, but stun over on a Notice. He can't get the full static link, and Malorine will still have plenty enough damage to turn around and keep fighting if he wants to. Even with the lack of fiery soul charges, this Lena is going to deal a lot of damage just with a couple of stacks. Noticed. Did have that halberd finished off for that fight. Did make a difference. The Lena wasn't able to stand their ground However, with the stun coming out from the DK, wasn't able to just fully commit on the Lina. Let's just have a look at our buyback statuses. Yeah, no one has buyback right now, so absolutely no buybacks in the game. Lina, there's a fair few short because of money, a few because of time. Aegis will expire, so didn't even look like they had any chance of assailing Malorine at all that entire Aegis, and now he's got a Satanic with a DD bottled. Well, the TPs will evacuate the bottom lane BetBoom, knowing that Nemiga was sweeping through and able to clear this bottom side of the map. And he's got 3,500 HP. If he gets the ability to get a BKB off with the Satanic, he can't die. Smoke's coming out as 5-man. They get the stun. Can they somehow burst him down? They're committing everything. Sonic Wave all on top of the disarm as well. He's enough. No, he gets the Satanic and the BKB, and Mallory turns around onto everyone with the DD rune as well. The Tombstone's not going to be enough. The LSAs are coming out. Noticed is left in no man's land. The Quap's already dead with the Alchemist. GG is called. And game 2 goes over to Nemiga. BetBoom and Nemiga will be going to a game 3 in this lower bracket elimination series.